America's overreaction to terrorism is the reason for terrorism's biggest success. Contrary to popular belief, in America, terrorism isn't actually a very large threat. In 2015, there were only 44 deaths from terrorism, and even that figure is generous. This figure comes from the Global Terrorism Index, which defines terrorism as the unlawful use of violence in the pursuit of political gains. Although it seems straightforward, this definition includes events such as the Columbine and Parkland shootings, but disqualifies Islamic-related violences such as the San Bernardino attacks. The media uses this elastic definition of terrorism to over-exaggerate statistics in order to paint a picture that's a problem in our everyday lives. This, coupled with a constant saturation coverage of terroristic events, influences public opinions that support certain political ideologies and makes threats seem more severe and imminent. In 2016, the majority of Americans named terrorism as the #1 threat facing the United States, calling groups such as Al-Qaeda and ISIS existential threats to America's existence. But in reality, in America, you're upwards of 800 times more likely to die in a car crash than a terrorist attack. People don't realize that we're living in the safest time in history. Poverty, violent crime, war, and disease are all in decline. But this exaggerated communal fear of terrorism by the people has influenced government policies and allowed over $2.8 trillion to be spent on anti-terrorism measures since 9/11. To put that in perspective, that's enough money to give 112 million people a college education. This wasteful spending is exactly what terrorists want. The goal of terrorism isn't to kill the most people or to do the most material damage. In fact, their objective is to cause enough hysteria to influence major political decisions that will affect the well-being and stability of American society. In order to reduce the success of terrorism, the media must report accurately with a consistent definition of terrorism, and similarly, political actions and budgets should be data-driven, with context of other risks, so that people can make better informed decisions to benefit the well-being and solidarity of the American public.